Shields right in front of us.
This is the third fight I've seen Claressa fight, and she is very impressive. Her willingness to put herself in some uncomfortable positions in something she's never done before is very commendable.
Showing the jab, so far hasn't committed really to anything. She did offer a kick attempt. Oh, nasty right hand.
Deliberate and not pumping that jab as much as she had in the past. It's almost like she maybe saw this as an opportunity. There's another good straight. De Santis has the clinch. She needs to do something with it here, Randy.
Shields did a nice job of framing off on the head of De Santis and turning the tide and spinning De Santis to the fence.
And Claressa Shields made a point in the fighter meetings to talk about this. She says it's not just stand-up and not just groundwork. There's a third fight. Is she adapting well in her third fight?
I think she's adapting beautifully. You don't see boxers going to MMA. You see MMA fighters going to boxing because that's part of what they train in. But right here is where Claressa Shields is in a position where boxers never want to be. Take a look where she's at and look at she's calm. That's the most important thing. Take your time, think yourself out of the position, and get yourself back to your feet.
She's got the right side underhook, well, left side, correct side underhook, I should say. Her left underhook under Kelsey De Santis, who now tries to work from the top.
By the way, in this showcase bout, there will be no elbows.
Shaking the cobwebs. Either way, I'm a little surprised that Kelsey isn't looking to advance here. I would think this is where her and her team wanted this match to go.
It would appear that she could, if she wanted to, slide that right leg through to a full mount, potentially. Now pushing Claressa Shields back against the cage right in front of her own corner.
We saw Shields in her first MMA fight against Brittany Elkin get fully mounted and stay very composed and find a way to work yourself out of that position to win the fight.
Final minute of this first round. Catchweight bout between Claressa Shields, who now is mounted. Kelsey De Santis has 1 minute to work from this mount position.
And here again, Kelsey is being deliberate. Claressa could just push up one more time and come all the way over.
Close to getting out of there.
Oh, that arm is bending a little bit the wrong way, but Claressa Shields refusing to tap. Now getting her legs involved, climbing over the head of Kelsey De Santis in these final seconds of round number one. Big threat from De Santis.
Don't kick the face. Do not kick the face. Stop.
We learned in her first fight, those grappling exchanges tend to upset her a little bit as we open round number two. Shields with right hand in the combination in the blue. Kelsey De Santis is in the black and white.
Well, Randy called that one right. I mean, Shields walking her down as well. Look, I'd like to see Shields if she could fight her. I'd like to see her keeping Kelsey's back up against the fence. Every inch of ground that Claressa gets is bad news. Every inch she takes is very wide.
Nice sprawl.
And if you're Claressa Shields, you got yourself in trouble and you survived. I mean, it's a different mindset for each fighter coming in.
I think we're seeing the warrior spirit of Claressa Shields here. She didn't like where she was at in that first round. She was going to come out now in the second round and change that. I've seen a little fatigue in De Santis, a little hesitation here. She knows where she wants to be, but she's not.
So far, Kelsey De Santis able to avoid the true knockout shot.
Shields back into the center. De Santis back into the cage. De Santis wants to use that fence and try and trap her and try and catch her and knock her down, trip her again. Shields backing her out into the striking.
I think Shields has surprised herself a couple of times. She's connected and almost knocked on with the flurry. But I also have to admire that patience. When she dipped to the body, she came back upstairs. She's doing what she wants to do, and she's staying composed.
And De Santis, with 2 minutes left, able to drag Claressa Shields down, but for how long?
She's going to have to do something with it. By the way, these judges are not going to give her a round. I know we got 2 minutes left, but they're not going to give her a round just for position.
Nice hand control by Shields.
Did some real
doing a good job to stand back up. She's trying to use that hand control to turn and face her opponent.
Kelsey De Santis hanging heavy on the back, taking some deep breaths here. A lot of fatigue showing. 2 minutes left-ish in round number two. Kelsey De Santis is in the black and white. Claressa Shields to prevent the locking of hands.
Framing out again. Look for her to punch her way out of this situation. Framing the head.
Offers a knee.
He's turning into a mixed martial artist, guys, right before our eyes.
A little dirty boxing there.
Yeah, buddy.
Kelsey's conceding that position a little too easy. Kelsey really needs to push Claressa's back up against the fence and keep her own off. It's a bit of a surprise. This is a grappling realm, guys. It doesn't have to be on the ground to be wrestling.
Might be saved by the Olympic boxing gold medalist in the blue, Kelsey De Santis, the United States Marine in the white and black.
Oh, a kick from Claressa. That's not something I would have expected to see.
And I like Claressa's idea of backing De Santis up, but I'm a little surprised De Santis is letting her. I'm a little surprised De Santis is one, like she did in the first round, putting Claressa's back and shoulder, poke her out there, and she's got this straight face. I'm very impressed by that. Guys, I got to tell you, by the way, unofficial scorecard I'm keeping over here. I got this one apiece. This whole fight comes down to the next 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
Good left hand on the exit. You see the footwork. She adapted it for mixed martial arts. And here's a flurry. Referee looking closely. Kerry Hatley.
De Santis is in trouble here. Yeah, and that body work in the first and second round is paying off.
Look at the disparity in the strikes as we look at the fight stats. Claressa Shields has landed almost 80 punches. Kelsey De Santis registering 0 on the meter right now. Don't forget about
double. Great sprawl by Claressa. Get carried away.
Kelsey, even to pull guard would be wise. And now she's controlling the hips a little bit. Kelsey De Santis getting down to the hips.
After a nice sprawl from Claressa Shields, nice work by Kelsey De Santis to doggedly pursue that takedown. They're not on the... After the first half of this round, where we saw Claressa Shields landing, if this fight is indeed tied on the scorecards coming in to round number 3, if you're Kelsey De Santis, you have half a round to work and try to steal this round back.
She's trying to set up the armbar again.
I think that's too big of a risk, Randy.
Yeah, she gives up top position.
That's right. She's in mount. She's got the fence there. I think she's got a real opportunity to do some pounding.
90 seconds in round number 3. Feature bout on our early card. Pay-per-view card still to come. PFL champs versus Bellator champs. Super belts on the line.
Notice De Santis is allowing Claressa to stay in this position or to move her head towards the middle. That's opposite of what she wants.
I don't think either of these fighters should feel overly comfortable that the judges saw this go their way. That's something you...
29 for your winner via split decision, Claressa Shields!
Claressa Shields.